DozhaToldya.com.
I feared my father till I got to high school. He shared some knowledge I apply when I move. Hey yo, Pops, I still know what you said. I put the food on the table, clothes on your back, roof over your head. And if we ever disobeyed him, he would grab the belt. Always looking out for us, how come he never asked for help? My older brother grew up just like him, prideful and stubborn. You can almost feel the pain that's inside when you hug him. My father was a man of God, that's how he ran into my mom's. Then she showed him how to love. He was damaged in the heart. Then my other grandfather had died before I was born. So before I got to open my eyes, he was gone. Do black men need therapy?
Yes, sir.
Do black men need therapy? Yeah. I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me?
Excellent.
So do black men need therapy? Yeah. They say black men need therapy. Well, I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me? Yeah. We'd rather keep it inside as a secret. Y'all wouldn't peep it half the time. We be hiding our demons. See, when you young, the streets say if you cry, it's a weakness. Now, if you see it long enough, then you liable to teach it. That trauma design is a puzzle to find all the pieces. Yeah. He been through a lot. You ever told someone you good, even when you not? Father was vacant, mama was raping, trials, tribulations, wild situations, child molestation. Afraid if you open a loud conversation, someone gon' judge you, they undermine you, no one gon' love you. That girl you crushing on won't wanna fuck you. They'll think you soft, they just don't know. Instead of seeking real help, you play it solo. No one see if I try to hug my mans, they gon' say no homo. Yeah, if I try to hug my mans, they gon' say no homo. Shit is crazy. We went through slavery, poverty, great depressions. They freed us, but they suppressed us. Say the question now, do black men need therapy? Yeah. Do black men need therapy? Yeah. I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me? It's crazy.
About that
so
time.
Do black men need therapy? Yeah. They say black men need therapy.
Better late than never.
I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me? Yeah.
And through my children, I get to see something that God told me years ago that I will repeat again. He said, if you want to know who you are, get married. If you want to know what you're made of, have children. So it's rang true, it's still true.
Do black men need therapy? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Do black men need therapy, man? New Sayari the Kid.
And who's he handling? He pushes people away before they have a chance to leave him.
Going through it. Yeah. My uncle used to move drugs in the cold, but he also said he used as much drugs as he sold. My pop's father never told him he loved him. That anger passed down through generations, holding these grudges. See, that's a problem that's inside that I knew. I feared my father till I got to high school. He shared some knowledge I apply when I move. Hey yo, Pops, I still know what you said. I put the food on the table, clothes on your back, roof over your head. And if we ever disobeyed him, he would grab the belt. Always looking out for us, how come he never asked for help? My older brother grew up just like him, prideful and stubborn. You can almost feel the pain that's inside when you hug him. My father was a man of God, that's how he ran into my mom's. Then she showed him how to love. He was damaged in the heart. Then my other grandfather had died before I was born. So before I got to open my eyes, he was gone. Do black men need therapy? Yeah. Do black men need therapy? Yeah. I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually...
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.
Actually be there for me. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Better late than never. It's your boy, Dame Dozha. This is the DozhaToldya Podcast, number 118. You did. DozhaToldya Podcast, 118. We bite. Better late than never. Better late than never, man. That is R.I.P the Kid. The name of the track is Do Black Men Need Therapy by R.I.P the Kid. Go stream that in your phone, download it, save it, bookmark it, share it, talk about it, do whatever you got to do with that one, man. That's a real track there, man. Y'all know how I am about, this exclusive music, man. Shout out to R.I.P the Kid first and foremost. And go stream his album. He dropped one of the best albums of the year, in my opinion, Happily Never After. But that particular track just came out on Father's Day. And it's an important track that we ought to take very seriously because I've never really had therapy. I actually treat this podcast as my therapy, but as soon as I get a chance, I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign up and get some therapy because we all need somebody to talk to that's professional that could kind of break it down for us or whatever. Coming up in the society that America, those that we get thrown in as black men in America, it can get very, very rough, man. So if you're going through anything, it is Men's Mental Health or Men's Health Month, as well as Pride Month. And that's just a whole nother conundrum. No disrespect to any of the gay community, but there is going to be a lot of taboo talk on this particular podcast because that is kind of a conundrum that they would have Pride Month and Men's Health Month during the same month, as well as other things that they throw on top of each other, just to kind of lump everything in. The same month that we have Father's Day, the same month that we have Juneteenth. And we just came off of a Father's Day. First and foremost, I want to give a special Father's Day shout out to all the fathers out there. Even if you are a father figure, congratulations for those that are making the effort to be a father in today's society, especially if you're a black father, man. It is not easy. So round of applause to the fathers out there, man. It is definitely not easy being a father in America. There's a lot to deal with, and we're here to talk about that and some other things. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Marcus checking in, aka Marcus Matrix. We need another track. We need a new track, Marcus. Y'all go check out that Party by Marcus, amongst other things. Shout out to the Lavilla Project. And shout out to Danny Marie checking in. Thank you, Danny. She said happy Father's Day. Danny Marie checking in, podcaster extraordinaire. I need to really check out your podcast, Danny. I checked it out one time, but she teaches people how to make podcasts, and I don't know how I feel about that because I feel like it's enough of us as it is, Danny. But also shout out to DJ TC, aka DJ TCZ. Yes, sir. Follow him on the Twitch app. He'll be going live tomorrow on Twitch on a Friday, Club TC Fridays. Been staying consistent for damn near 3 years now. If you need a DJ, to do your bar mitzvahs or anything like that, he gonna play some good Drake for you. Yeah, man, check him out. DJ TCEEZY on Twitch. Also, shout out to Black and Wild. Shout out to my brother RC Coke, the Shot Man. Talked to him earlier this week. Shout out to my brother DJ Shed Street, Gyal Z. Happy birthday to my brother Tony Red, man. Happy birthday to Tony Red. You did. And happy first Father's Day. Well, not first Father's Day, but he got a son. So when you got a son, it kind of feel like your first Father's Day, man. Shout out to my brother Suspenseful. Y'all go check out his restaurant in Jacksonville, 1430. It's a brunch spot in the San Marco, I think, area, if I'm not mistaken, I really haven't been there yet, so I'm just kind of freestyling. But and also check shout out to Indulgent Southern Bistro on Forsyth downtown, man. And congratulations to my brother, man, for being a black businessman as well as a black father, man. Congratulations to that. But yeah, man, black men do need therapy, man. There's a lot of anguish being black in this society. And this is no knock on the women. But I'm starting to understand, I'm starting to have I'm starting to understand the conservative woes when it comes to sharing the country with so many different genres of people, I would say. Because as a conservative society or conservative group, they are seeing the country change in so many different ways. A lot of ways the country is changing for the better. Don't get me wrong. And we need to continue to change this country as far as having rights for black folks, having rights for women, having rights for, Asians, all ethnicities. I can't say that right. Even, those that have different sexual orientations. But it's kind of getting spooky out here. And allow me to explain. As a black man who's trying to be a father in today's society, it feels like everything is kind of against you. Sometimes it feels like the walls is closing in on you. Not only do you have to work hard to stay employed, work hard to keep a roof over your head, work hard to kind of be educated. Black fathers, I will say that we are failing because I see a lot of men, young men out here that are lost, men that are not wearing belts, men that are out on the corners begging, men that are uneducated, men that are misinformed, whether it be politically, whether it be, what's going on in the world. And I've decided, for one, with black men, I've decided to not discuss politics with any black man. And allow me to elaborate. There's a lot of misinformation going on. It seems that a lot of black men are supporting Donald Trump for whatever reason. And I'm here to say that you can have support for whatever presidential candidate or whatever political party that you decide to align yourself with. But the misinformation got to kind of stop. A lot of folks are saying that, we are doing so terrible as a country, and there's a lot of negativity that's dwelling in our society in America. And a lot of it is just people regurgitating things that they heard, whether they listen to people on the internet or conservative radio or TV. There's a lot more positives to the current administration than negatives. Of course, both the candidates are very old. We know that. But when we talk about progress and the progress that was made the last 4 years as opposed to this 4 years, it's night and day. About 4 years ago, we was just coming off of a pandemic. We was in the middle of a pandemic where we had to line up in food drives. It was hard to, get certain jobs, to go to work. We had to wear a mask. They had us out here getting vaccines. And they was forcing people to get vaccinated. There was a lot of crazy stuff going on during the Trump presidency. I'm not saying that the COVID pandemic was President Trump's fault, but the way it was handled was definitely a major blunder in American history, in world history at that. And it seems that when we have today's conversations politically, many people catch amnesia. they seem to forget the things that we were dealing with, whether there was people that was marching and protesting, and the fact that they were tear gassing the people that was protesting, the fact that we now have women's rights being questioned, whether or not they can have absolute domain over their bodies. Different judges being basically double standards being weighed. There was Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis marching and making movements on black folks. We just came off a Juneteenth celebration that black folks were attacked in several different places in the country. And there was more violence 4 years ago than there is now. And again, I don't really make this to be a political podcast at all, but we have to give credit where credit's due, because in 3 years, the COVID pandemic has been it almost feels like a figment of our imagination. And it's like we got over that. The economy is starting to build back. Of course, inflation struck very hard, but if you do your research, inflation is going down. The deficit, there was a lot of money that Donald Trump was spending on Donald Trump. There was a lot of golf visits. The man golfed more than any president combined. He did a lot of complaining. And then he just frankly flat out tried to cheat the election. But now that the time has passed and people could say, oh, Biden is old. Biden had a crime bill that he was a part of. I like to believe that resurrection, forgiveness is a real thing, especially if you're putting forth the effort to be forgiven, right? Only God can judge us, brothers and sisters. So it's a lot of things that I'm seeing out in the in society that's really just disappointing. People are so quick to judge, whether it's Diddy, whether it's Joe Biden, whether it's politically, whether it's black man everywhere, man, is kind of like judged first. What can you provide? What can you bring to the table? How much money you got? And I hate to say this, and this is going to be kind of a shock, and I don't really mean to offend anybody, but the older you get and the more you kind of get attacked by your own people, you start to realize why black men that get a little something choose white women as their partners. White women and black men have more in common than some may like to believe. Sometimes it feels that black women can sometimes be an enemy to the black man, and it doesn't really need to be that way. And again, I know this is going to be a controversial way to start off the show. I didn't really know I was going to start it off like this, but I'm watching my brother go through something in regards to custody, in regards to being treated as if he's an unfit father, like he is a violent towards women. And he's basically being judged before he has a chance to redeem himself or really speak his story. And there are so many laws, so many things that are built to destroy black families, black men, and we have black men that are killing themselves, black men that are depressed. And really a lot of black men that kind of growing up to be ain't shit, but it really ain't completely their fault because they weren't taught by black leaders. Meanwhile, it's just like a grab, free for all, everybody trying to take advantage and get what they can get out of each other. And I want to tell my brother, man, hold your head up, bro. He had to spend 40 days without seeing his son, after seeing his son every day, pretty much of like being the main caretaker. My nephew's like 3 years old, turning 4. And the court system didn't really give him the benefit of the doubt at all. And the blessing was a couple of days after Father's Day, he was allowed visitation with his son, but it was supervised visitation, as if he was a danger to my nephew. And with 40 days of separation from his son, my brother told me that he already see the changes in my nephew. 40 days. He described it to me by saying a week away from his son is like a month in development. A month almost feels like a year in development. And honestly, it's a petty situation. It's a personal situation. I ain't going to divulge too much information regarding it. But it's a situation where you have a black woman that is weaponizing a child against a black man who's trying to be a father. And the narrative of deadbeat dads who are black, I don't really have too many friends that are not good fathers. I see a lot of my friends go through it, whether or not they chose the wrong woman, whether or not, they wasn't ready to be in a relationship with, me, I don't have any kids. And I kind of was always afraid of having a bad relationship when it came to being a father. Because my dad died in a federal penitentiary, but he raised me up until the age of 15. Changed his life, stopped smoking cigarettes, tried to get away from the streets. But at the end of the day, as much as he tried to change, his past came back to haunt him. And he made some bad decisions. I mean, he had 5 baby mamas. And I always kind of thought to myself, like, I'm going to have a lot of different baby mamas, But then as I got older, I became very deliberate with who I chose to lay with and who I even chose to take the risk of having a child with. And a lot of people are just not, a lot of folks don't have a filter when it comes to that. They damn near lay up with all sorts of women and it is what it is, It takes 2. So it's not one person's fault over the other. But I made a comment online the other day about a woman that first and foremost, I want to say that I love all women, all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, white, black. I love women for different reasons. But it's been a long time since with the exception of the women that are close in my life, and the wives of my friends, with the exception of those, it's been a long time since I've seen a woman cooking on Sunday. And I have this bar that my grandmother and the women in my family kind of set. And I don't really see a lot of that. And you don't have to really even be with a woman to kind of like receive. You used to not have to be with a woman. Like when I was in college, you had women that were cooking all the time, and that was like you can get a plate. I haven't had a home cooked meal since Thanksgiving. And it's kind of weird to me in that regard. And I don't really see a lot of that really kind of going on. And that's just a whole nother kind of part of the subject. But it's a lot of changes that are made in the black family structure. And a lot of it is the fault of men being with anybody, kind of being a little lackadaisical when it comes to, structure. But at the same time, a lot of kids are growing up without fathers, whether or not they died, are in jail, or straight up they don't get along with their baby mama and now they can't see their kids. So this Father's Day was a reflective Father's Day to where I started to think about what I would possibly be going through if I wasn't smart in choosing wisely and who I choose to be the mother of my kids. So I want y'all to think about that, man. Black men do need therapy. Black men need women to pray for them and not prey on them. Black men are more than just bill payers. Yes, we are here to provide, to protect. But sometimes it feels as if the minute that you can't provide something, the minute that you lose the ability to protect, then you're just thrown to the trash. And then there's the fact that women will throw the gay card on you. But then at the same time, they tolerate gay men. And for black men, it's used as a weapon if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, or if you're looked at a certain way. Black women will call you gay to try to destroy your I guess your mental, destroy your reputation. But then again, they tolerate gay men. So it's kind of a oxymoron when they be like, oh, he's gay, without any proof at all. And even if he was gay, what's the big deal? If you actually okay gayness all the time. That's just weird to me. I don't really see that in the white family structure. And you can see the white woman being a second-class citizen at one point, the same way that the black man feels like he's the second-class citizen. And that's where they may one day relate if, the right one matches with the right one. It's just something that I've been observing, man. Especially we ain't even gonna talk about the Asian and the Hispanic cultures. Them are some loyal women. And a black man doesn't need to be antagonized to where he has to show his strength in the household. One minute I don't want no soft ass nigga. But why you gotta call him a nigga? Think about that. So maybe the white woman may not even use the word nigga at all. And maybe that may feel good. The fact that she is too afraid to even call us nigga. Because when you call us nigga, I know that it's something that is normal in our culture. But when you call us that, you're belittling us. My nigga. Oh, my nigga ain't gonna be doing none of that. My nigga better come home when I call him. Oh, my nigga better pick up. It's like we lost one master, then got a whole nother one. And a lot of women don't know how to balance being a mother figure and a partner in life, for better or for worse. So yes, black men need therapy, because not only are we at war with the country that we built, the country that is at war with us, the country that is trying to kill us and chain us up, but a lot of times we are at war with the person that we are supposed to love the most. And people say, you know, there is a saying that the most unprotected person in society is the black woman. Well, sometimes you got to see how that came about and the design of the whole thing. So there was a conservative black man he's kind of a fool from Florida that said that black family structure was better during Jim Crow. And he's not completely wrong, but that statement was just asinine. But there's a lot of misinformation being thrown around by a lot of different people to confuse not only the black men, but society. And I just don't want everybody to fall for the bullshit. So yeah, man, I know I got kind of heavy immediately jumping into it, but it was a heavy week, man. Father's Day is a heavy week. I mean, every Father's Day is heavy for me because I lost my father very early. And I'm not a father, but I serve as a father figure to my aunties, to my sister, to, you know, those that did reach out and was, you know, wish me a happy Father's Day anyway, you know, because I do serve as a father figure to not only my nieces. I lost my brother to bad mental health and drugs. Lost my dad to drug dealing and the American judicial system, I would say. And I had to deal with not having my other brother around for bad guidance and bad decisions. But now that I have him back, I don't want to lose him again from mental anguish and, you know, bad decision making when it came to the woman that he chose to create with. So yeah, man, it's heavy out here. Love on one another. We don't have to use one another. And that's just the start of it. Part two, I'm gonna get a little deeper because I'm an 80s baby. I'm proud to be an 80s baby. I know a lot of things are different than it was when we first start growing up. But we have to be honest with ourselves. When people, you know, judge the older generation for having to deal with this and adjust to a gay society, having to adjust to rules of consent, you know. Of course, we came up in a generation that was rough. You know, it was a lot of bullshit. But now that the women are running things, shout out to the black women that are responsibly running society. But don't use your education, black women, as a weapon against your nigga, quote unquote. Because I see a lot of that. If you are the person that's in position now at this point to provide, to give a stability to the household, then that's where society is. But rest assured, if shit hit the fan tomorrow, we need our black men on the front line. We need sane, able, strong black men on the front line to protect not only you, but our kids and our elderly. So Again, it's the DozhaToldya Podcast, man, on the Father's Day, Juneteenth episode. Better late than never. We live on the YouTube, live on the Mitzler app. They like, damn, this nigga, what's this nigga on this morning? I mean, this afternoon. Yeah, man, we live on all platforms, man. Shout out to everybody that's checking us out on Facebook, on YouTube. If you miss any part of the show, you got to go. You can always check back on YouTube. I haven't done part 2 in 2 weeks, but we usually put part 2 on the Patreon. And that's just my way of having an exclusive platform to not only give the supporters a way to support me, but also build the platform in a different way. And I mean, it's 118 episodes times 2. So we take this very seriously. We take the things of the information that we are here to talk about very seriously. And, you know, part 1, we just like to have a little fun, talk about some hip hop, talk about some new music and shit like that. But I just wanted to kind of get right into it and talk about something that was on my mind, because it's tough out here, man. Y'all go stream again, Sayari the Kid, do Black Man Need Therapy. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Listen to it. Take heed to the lyrics being talked about. And for those women who are holding their kids away from their fathers, I'm going to pray for you. And I hope that you figure that out and reconsider what you're doing to your son or daughter. Okay? You got a platform, player. Influence and change some minds with your smooth words. We deal with a lot of negativity, so point us in the right direction of positivity. Shout out to Tracy Jackson, man, my brother from high school. I appreciate that. Shout out to Marcus Matrix again. Shout out to Danny Marie checking in on the Facebook right now. So yeah, man, tell a friend. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all like the page, man. We got to get into this new music, man. We gonna relax a little bit, man. I know I kind of started off a little heavy, but yeah, that was my therapy, man, and this is my therapy. This is my way of being informed and informing my people, and talking to myself every week is a way that I kind of stay sane. But in the meantime, in between time, man, we're going to talk about some Kendrick today, of course. Y'all know we got to talk about some Kendrick. We're going to talk about Chris Brown breaking up Happy Homes. What else I got for y'all? Let me give y'all a quick summary so y'all can know what's ahead. And again, follow us on all platforms. DozhaToldya on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixler app. And if you would like to give a contribution of whatever you decide, if not, you know, share the live, that's just as good. But yeah, if you would like to give a contribution, our Cash App is right there, DozhaToldyaRadio, DozhaToldya Radio on the Cash App. Send $1, send $5, send 10, send whatever you would like, man. We just doing what we do. Leading by example, if you will. So we're going to talk some music, some politics, some black culture topics, and then a little bit of sports. It might be a little bit more sports than usual. But first and foremost, let's talk about the new music. Man. Y'all know what it is. DozhaToldya Podcast playlist. The music that we started off playing today for everybody, man. New music from Don Toliver, man. That Don Toliver project is hard. Definitely a special project. It's called Hardstone Psycho. Don Toliver, he's out of Texas, signed with Travis Scott. And he broke his album up in 4s. So it's like different volumes. He on his biker shit. I don't know why they kind of consider Don Toliver hip hop, I think he's more R&B with a slash. I think he's kind of in the middle. But either way it go, it's good music, man. Y'all need to check that out. Don Toliver, Hard Stone Psycho. On the podcast playlist this week, man, we started off with some LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out. Also, LL got a new track out called Saturday Night Special featuring Rick Ross and Fat Joe. We played some MoneyBagg Yo. He got a new album out called Speak Now. Y'all know MoneyBagg gonna, give us a little bit of trap. He got some country music on there. I ain't really get through the whole album yet, so I'm going to check that out, let y'all know throughout the week. It's called Speak Now. Shout out to Bag. What else? We got, we played music from The Game featuring Kevin Gates, Destroy Lonely. The ladies out here really got some good music, man. Libra Jolie with Talk My Shit. Scarlett with She's Hot. Flage, Pop It. Destroy Lonely. And Cash Cobain and Sayari the Kid. Also, a friend of mine dropped a new track called Splits featuring Lil Baby, man. Shout out to Drew Yari, LA's Golden Boy, featuring Lil Baby. I helped them out on this track. I actually recorded one of the verses on this one, and it's featuring Lil Baby, man. Go check out the video and stream the music. It's called Splits. More music to come from Drew Yari. Holla at me, Drew. I'm saying, don't make me come out there to LA. I'm saying, I know you got me though, buddy. So again, the DozhaToldya Podcast playlist is just our way of letting y'all know the music that we play on the podcast to start the show off. And if you ever want to listen to the music that we play during the show, you can listen to the full version of the show on the Mixlr app, MIXLR/DozhaToldya Radio, or get the Mixlr app. Or if you got Tidal or whatever platform you got, you can look up the DozhaToldya Podcast playlist and vibe out. We also played that All of the Stars by Kendrick Lamar, and almost every song by Kendrick Lamar now sounds like a diss song. I ain't gonna lie. He been dissing Drake for quite some time. They've been going at it for a good little minute. They've been going at it for a minute now. And after this yesterday is appreciate that, Tracy. After yesterday's show in LA on Amazon Prime and I forgot what else. I think it was on Amazon Music. I think it was on Twitch. We come to realize that Kendrick hasn't been liking Drake for some time. And, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, we got some folks that are still holding on to the fact that Drake might have won the battle. It's over. It's over. You should have known better if you picked Drake over Kendrick. And you probably wasn't listening. And just because you wasn't listening don't mean that you can't go back and check it out and listen. But for those that feel like Kendrick is just now seeing success because he dissed Drake, get the fuck out of here. He got 3 classic albums, maybe even 4. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I went back and listened to that even more, and he's just a phenomenal artist. A long time ago, I compared Kendrick to Tupac, and folks was like, man, you tripping. But it's about the closest comparison to the great Pac that we got. Somebody that has substance in their music, but also gives a little bit extra when it comes to his delivery, when it comes to his wordplay, and the way that he body bagged that boy Drake is going to go down in history, man. Not Like Us is the song of Juneteenth, is the Juneteenth anthem. And I think it's the number 6 song in the country. It was number 1 and number 2 for a while. It's kind of declining a bit, but I don't know. That song gonna be around for a long time, man. And yeah, he just out-rapped Drake overall. We talked about this for many weeks, so we ain't gonna go too deep into the actual topic of the beef. But man, if you did not see the show, Kendrick and Friends, Kenny and Friends, the pop-up special, pop out, I think it was. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Shout out J-Rock.
Baking soda, Yola whipping, ain't no turkey on Thanksgiving. My homeboy just told the nigga, I just told him, Lord forgive him. Pots with cocaine residue, every day I'm hustling. What else is the thug to do when you eat cheese from it? Gotta put 5 for my, get the fuck up out my way. J-Rock, got J-Rock, I got J-Rock, just like a parade.
Again, man, it was like the hip hop Super Bowl for me. I was like a kid in the candy store. I ain't gonna front to you. Like, shout out to J-Rock, man. The whole TDE family, the Black Hippie Collective, Ab-Soul, J-Rock, Schoolboy Q, and Kendrick Lamar. They showed out, man. Unified the Bay, the LA, the West Coast, California. They had Crips and Bloods on stage, dancing, holding hands, hugged up. And again, during Men's Health Awareness, it was important to see men who have historically been at war with one another come together. Even though they had to come together to get the Canadian up out of there, it was just a beautiful moment in hip hop, a beautiful moment in black culture. And I want to salute and round of applause to Kendrick, man. Shout out DJ Mustard. Yeah, man, it was something special. And I know some folks have their sentiments, and you know, I feel like a lot of folks just mad that they lost in the battle, like as far as who they picked. And it's all right if you pick the wrong person. It's not about that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And let me look at the camera and be real with everybody. I am not a Drake hater. You know, I'm just calling out the real facts. In fact, I hate anybody that's not really putting on for the culture. And it's not, hate is a strong word, you know what I'm saying? I don't really hate anybody for real, but I'm just not going to side with the person that's not necessarily putting on for the culture, that's kind of really using up the culture for their own personal gain. And got a lot of folks kind of hypnotized in the wrong ways. You know what I'm saying? The dude 37 now. So a lot of this shit he brought on to himself. The pedophile allegations would not have hit hard if they didn't have some validity to them. Somebody called me a creep. I'm being called right now on Twitter a creep, a pervert, because I said that I'm happy I was born in the 80s. They called me a rapist, all kind of shit. But I know who I am. I know that I love women and I respect elders. And any woman that has been around me, they know, like they know better. So, you know, it rolled off. It was nothing when I'm being attacked online of my character and whatnot. Man, I'm like, man, get out of here, because I know it's not true. So you wouldn't really be hurt by something if there wasn't some validity behind it. But that boy brought that shit on to himself. He talked about that man's family, and he paid the consequences. Let's see a video that kind of broke down what the Kendrick Lamar concert that went down on Juneteenth meant to the culture. Let's talk about it.
Lamar, he just made peace in Los Angeles. That whole concert, like he said, it wasn't about no back and forth. It wasn't about no one song. It was about LA and peace, and he made peace in LA. Give him a Nobel Prize, because I mean, I know a little bit about LA. That was an uncommon level of peace that they was working with there. And how did he seem to broker peace in LA? What seemed to bring together peace in LA? hating Drake. Even dudes that we know used to like Drake. I think DeMar DeRozan went to Drake's house after the Raptors traded him. That used to be his man's. In the name of unifying the city. All that out the window. Drake like, damn, even DeMar don't like me no more. Hey man, that's what he did. So, in an ironic twist of fate, perhaps Drake and Kendrick Lamar could share the Nobel Prize. They brought this piece together. It's kind of like Mandela and the Clerk, just different, you know? But maybe that's it. Or maybe Kendrick need to take this show on the road, man. Some people around the world really going through some strife. Play Not Like Us. And then you're going to find out that what we all seem to agree on right now is it's fun to say A minor. It gets the people going.
That's Bomani Jones on Kendrick might damn near he got a Pulitzer. He might be up for a Nobel Peace Prize. Definitely gonna get a Grammy or something after this performance and this display of artistry and strategy when it came to putting that boy in his place. This was another y'all know I love letting my man Willie Hen tell us stories in his own funny way. But let me let y'all hear how he broke down the concert.
Why you calling like a bitch? Ain't you trying to strike a chord? Aight, they not like.
Yeah, I still got my black on, my shirt and tie on, cause we witnessed the funeral last night. That was a funeral, nigga. That was a funeral. First of all, beautifully put together show. Can we talk about that? From Mustard all the way to Kendrick. Beautiful. That nigga Mustard brought out Dom Kennedy, nigga. Dom. That was beautiful. Cause the real niggas know Dom walked so Larry could run. So seeing Dom out there last night, that was some beautiful shit. Tyler, the Creator, came out. Tyler, the Creator, probably got the biggest reception of the whole night, even bigger than Kendrick. Kendrick, of course, got the biggest crowd participation, obviously. But the biggest reception of the night probably went to Tyler. When he came out there, them motherfuckers went crazy. Kendrick came out and started his whole set with Euphoria, which is, I think, that's the longest diss track he got. And that nigga rapped every word. Ad-libs, stacks. That nigga did every motherfucking verse.
Oh shit! My bad. I'm fucking up. I'm moving too fast. Hold on. Sorry.
Every verse, that nigga rapped every piece of that shit. And of course, his set was great. But then we got the Not Like Us. I said, all right. He did it one time. He held that A minor part out. He held the fuck out of that A minor part. A minor. Rumor has it he's still out there holding it. A minor. Whole 12 hours passed. He's still holding that note. A minor. Held it long as hell. Then brought it back. I said, all right, double or nothing. That nigga Kendrick said, no, I'm not done. 3 times, bow. I said, God damn, 3 times? Then the nigga fucked around there and brought everybody out there. The Bloods, the Crips, the Vice Lords, the Biker Boys. Nigga, he brought everybody out there. Took pics, everything. Unity. All right, now let's kill Drake again. 4 times, bow. I said, God damn. Then the nigga said, hold on, there's some more niggas down there I want up here. Come up here. What's up? Hey, Russell Westbrook. 5 times, bow. I said, damn. Russell Westbrook, he couldn't wait. You talk about a nigga who couldn't wait to get up there? That nigga Russell Westbrook. His dancing ass couldn't wait. That nigga had everybody out there. Omarion came out of nowhere doing his moves. You know he was gonna show his moves. Then they had Chris Brown came out the sky doing the moves in the air. I said, well, nigga, what the fuck? This is a performance. I know Drake was somewhere sitting back like, nigga, all I said was the nigga rap like he trying to free the slaves. Damn. This nigga turn around and have a concert on Juneteenth on Amazon Prime for everybody to see. Everybody got to see that for $9. For $9, we got to see that nigga Drake's funeral, and then they danced on that nigga grave. God damn.
Certified lover boy, certified. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk.
Yeah, man. It was one of those. I'm telling you, it was a moment. We got the Kendrick Lamar concert, Dipset versus D Block, and Jadakiss, you know, just taking over, and Gucci Man versus Jeezy as the biggest moments in hip hop history thus far. There are others, but man, what a time to be alive. You know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that Future and Drake for that saying, what a time to be alive. You and yours versus me and mine. Yes, sir. I mean, I just wish I was able to attend. Like, you know, the Muslims was happy. Shout out to RZA Salam. Yeah. Yeah. It was a time, man. It was a time. And a lot of folks was like, yeah, it was on Juneteenth, of course, but, you know, Kendrick's birthday was on the 17th. So, you know, it was just all great timing. Very well executed. And for those that say that ladies don't like Kendrick, I mean, I've seen a couple of ladies that seem to enjoy themselves. And I like to believe that my type of lady likes Kendrick Lamar. You know, not that she doesn't like Drake, because, you know, Drake makes music for the ladies. You know, R&B, rap, you know what I'm saying? No knock. But my type of woman likes Kendrick Lamar. And shout out Chloe Bailey. The beautiful Chloe Bailey was in the building. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Northie, Kim Kardashian's daughter, was in the building. And okay, before we close out, the ladies that get it, you know, the ladies that really understand the moments, that's my type of women. You know, I like to think that this was a way for me to filter out those that I am mentally yoked with. Those that really got what was going on. Those that really didn't. When Kendrick said, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. And then for those of you that are saying, well, his baby mama is mixed, or she white. Like, why is he talking about Drake's biracial? It's not about that. It's not about that. And again, there were a lot of white people at the show. There were a lot of Mexicans at the show. They not like us could mean they not like the West Coast. They not like us could mean they not like us as far as mentally, or it can mean they not like us as far as black, right? But I give passes to all Kendrick Lamar fans when it comes to using the N-word. If I hear you using the N-word, but you listen to Kendrick Lamar, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't even care no more. I mean, I'm already hearing it from the black woman or whatever, a certain type of way. Like, fuck it. Like, I don't really, that word ain't, I'm not going to give that word any power anymore where it makes me all up in arms. Nah. Especially if you listen to Kendrick Lamar. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Because you understand. So for the Mexicans, the white people that was out at the concert that was singing along, they not like us, and they had the t-shirts that say they not like us, you know, dot fuck them up. Y'all might have seen a couple of the pictures. Fuck it. Ride out with it. As long as y'all don't get disrespectful now, and don't be using it around anybody, because some of these niggas is crazy. But for the women that get it, I love you. And let's hear from a woman that gets it. The rap beef was never about Drake. It was a little deeper than that. Let's talk about it.
Goes to show this rap beef was never about two dudes disliking each other. This was never about Kendrick going crazy on Drake because he said some slick shit in a song. Kendrick's hatred for Drake runs so deep because it's not just about Drake. You think he hates everything that Drake stands for, everything that Drake is. And in an ideal world, if hip-hop was protected and gatekept the way that it should have been, and if hip-hop hadn't been turned into this mainstream, commodified, hot mess of a genre that it is right now, an artist like Drake wouldn't exist. And he certainly wouldn't be, like, regarded as one of the leaders of the genre. Y'all gotta remember, through this whole beef, one of the biggest and valid critiques that Kendrick has had for Drake is that he interacts with hip-hop in a way that a colonizer would. He's just here to stack his own coins. He's not here to build, uplift, or really create anything with any true artistic integrity. The dude is not from here. He has literally come here and cosplays as the people that are on stage. Do y'all realize that? The people that are on stage are living the life that Drake and other corporate manufactured artists are pretending and cosplaying to live in their videos and in their concerts and all the things. And it's crazy because there's real life consequences and repercussions of this lifestyle. And there's not enough time on TikTok in the world for me to go down the rabbit hole of breaking down intercommunal violence and gang culture and what it's like to be in California with all these different neighborhoods and sets and the dangers and the grief and the trauma that goes with losing loved ones. It's a lot. And it's something that Kendrick has known his whole life. And he has real people that he has lost to this culture and this lifestyle that people like Drake are pretending to live. When you look at it from that angle, Drake's very existence as a rap artist is fucking insulting. And so for Kendrick to pull all these people on stage after playing Not Like Us like 5 times and say, like, it's bigger than me. It's not about back and forth. Like, this is like history right here. Any moments of unity like this at this scale, and then for it to be streamed on Amazon, like, the power this man has is insane. Really makes that Euphoria bar hit different, where he says they tell him run to America to imitate heritage, but they can't imitate this violence. Dude literally had different sets and gangs from across Southern California on stage together. Like, dudes are crip walking in blue chucks next to dudes waving red flags, and it's all love. Kendrick used this space to remind us that at the root and at the creation and the architect of the genre is people just like this. See all these gangbangers on stage and these kids and these dope ass dancing women, and it's all love on Juneteenth. Like, this is the blackest thing we've seen in a minute. It was never two men against each other. It was art and culture versus mainstream, corporate, manufactured, inauthenticity, culturally appropriating, weird fan in every sense of the word. F-A-N, break it down. All right, so the last thing I'll say is, after everything I just broke down, doesn't it make this clip even more cringe than it already was? Like, what are you doing? It's like, it's cosplaying. He's a cosplaying gangster. That's all it is.
Okay, again, I love her. I love her. She gets it. A lot of the kids get it too. And it kind of boils down to the mental capacity to understand what we are up against in today's society and what we are not going to tolerate. So, again, bravo. Excellent work by K. Dot. By the way, his wife was there, or his girl. She was there. Dave Free, who Drake said, you know, was in this relationship with his Whitney, his baby mama. He was the producer. So there's also a thing where academics and I'm just be honest, like a lot of lames that's spreading like bullshit and not really knowing what they talking about. I'm blocking all y'all on Twitter, on Instagram. And everybody ain't lame, because I mean my brother DJ Decepticon, he riding with Drake till the wheels fall off. And he not lame, but I think he just troll a lot. My brother Artie, he was riding with Drake because he just doesn't like Kendrick. And I think he kind of gets mad that he chose the wrong person in the beef. So he kind of like gets offended, you know what I'm saying, finds it offensive when I kind of jug at him a little bit. But again, that's just what comes with the territory and rivalries. But Russell was in the building. Mr. 20, and 20, rolling 20s, crip walking, doing his thing. DeMar DeRozan. Then you got a crip and you got a blood dancing, doing the blood walk. Everything ain't the blood walk either. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to YG with these shoes that he be wearing, these hard bottoms that YG be wearing. Another thing I started to notice in fashion now, that young shirts are in. Y'all ain't been noticing that? Like the young shirts are in nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got on no young shirt. I got on my brother Young Bostic. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Young Bostic. Happy passing. Not happy passing, but we love and miss you, Young Bostic. He passed away about a year ago on the 9th. And I just was in the spirit of wearing my brother for this show. But yeah, man, the young shirts are in. Like if you know, they got the type of shirts that if you put your hands in the air, you can see their belly button. And that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of like different, but that's what's going on right now. Young shirts are in. Like, you know, the fashion changes. It changes rapidly. You got to kind of keep it. It's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, keep up with. But yeah, the young shirts, man. But yeah, in case you haven't seen the show, you know, I got the full clip. I'm gonna watch it again tonight, later on, late night tonight. I got a link of the full show on Twitter, and I think a couple of people got it on Facebook as well. So I mean, on Facebook, on YouTube, it is definitely worth it. So we gonna play this last clip, and then we'll move on. And then my question is
superpowers get neutralized like a homely rock in silence. The first artist we
what was your favorite moment in the whole show?
you move it just like a degenerate, having antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate, you're not as calculated. How can they predict your angle? Fabricate stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale, a pathetic master manipulator.
Which one of the songs is gonna win the Grammy?
You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger.
Let's take a shot, man. It's shot time.
In your collection. I make music that electrify. You make music that pacify. I can double down.
Shot to the culture.
Spade is top. Random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator.
Shots to K. Dot.
To a liar too. But don't tell no lie about me. And I'm gonna tell truth about you.
Yes, sir.
The way I'm low, okay, with an island right here for a motor, okay. Thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Bitch, I'm in the Texas, calling my house like I'm Hellcat. When it's home place, in them types that like soul, okay. Everybody wanna be demons till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power, the fame will make you go away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500 down like to a no big case? Well, I have, and I felt that poke, but I came out. I hate when a rapper talk about guns and somebody died, they turn into none. Hop online, pimp my city, he faking for likes and digital hug. Daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior. Must have forgot the shit that he done. Dementia was running his family. Get shaky, I park his son.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Plenty shots was fired. Let's take a shot because shots was fired. For the writers of Drake, you're fired. For the people who put together the show, for K. Dot, you're hired. You're hired. One of my favorite parts of the show was when he brought out Dr. Dre, but also when he performed 616 in L.A. I love that song. And he brought out Ab-Soul. Ab-Soul didn't get a chance to perform, but Ab-Soul of TDE, Black Hippie Movement. Black Ab-Soul had been dealing with a lot of issues with mental health. He actually tried to transition himself, and he didn't. He failed. But seeing Ab-Soul come out on stage,
Solo.
It was another one of those moments.
Survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied. I don't see y'all motherfucking fire.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
What's up, Doc? Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture, that's my leisure. My visa, passport tatted, I should hub in a pizza. Lou Cali's dwellings in Brooklyn just to put me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself but not far short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize, me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond to be angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer. Then close my eyes, definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart. Then open me up. Remember when picked up a pit, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking why I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. Mannerisms of Raphael like a killer give you heart. But the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart.
Yes, sir, man. Another shot, man. Appreciate it, DJ TC, man. He over there taking shots with me. We're going to take another shot to K. Dot for excellent performance, for uniting the culture in L.A. Shit, it made me down there want to join the gang. I ain't going to lie to you. It made me down there want to join the gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We the purple people eaters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big Diddy. Of course, that's bad jokes. Yes, excellence, Danny. Excellence was served. So we're going to take a shot to K. Dot and friends. Shout out to DJ Mustard. He brought out Dom Kennedy, brought out Tyler, the Creator. That part of the show was a masterpiece as well. K. Dot allowed the LA local artists a platform. And you know, this just goes to show a lot of artists should do this for their hometown on their birthday or whenever, you know. Shout out to the Love Culture in Jacksonville who put on a great show as well. We're going to take a shot to the Love Culture for the Love Fest that was over the weekend in Jacksonville. Shout out to Flash the Samurai, Cheech, a.k.a. Cheech Foreign. And it's a lot of different members of the group. I don't even want to kind of go through all the members. Spirit and, you know, all of y'all. Love Culture, I see what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? DJ Larry Love, salute to y'all. Yeah, man, pour a shot of milk, pour a shot of water, pour a shot of the bubbly, or pour a shot of the good stuff and take a shot with me. What's up, Fatima Rose? We got that new Fatima Rose coming up too, man. Shots to happy birthday to Fatima Rose as well. It was her birthday, I think, yesterday. And what a birthday to have. I mean, I got to say, like, yes. So shouts out to you, Fatima Rose, too. We're going to take a shot to you. We actually got your song coming up after the break. So don't go nowhere or check back in. She got a new record called Know About Me. Yeah. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? All right, let's take it. Let's take this shot. Again, tell a friend to listen in, man. It's the DozhaToldya Podcast. Before we take a break, we got a couple of announcements to make before we take a break. And we're going to come back with part 2. We're going to be up kind of late tonight, and I understand if you guys can't stay up with us. So, again, if you do miss any part of the show, make sure you check back with us on the Mixlr app. You can listen to the whole entire show on the Mixlr app, or just type in MIXLR/DozhaToldya Radio. Or part 2 is going to be available on Patreon, you know. I might put it on YouTube because it's a special occasion. I might let it ride on YouTube. But we're going to put the highlight clips on the YouTube page. I've been trying to stay consistent with that. Also, shout out to the Gunshine State Podcast, my brother 305. We got a show that we've been working on Monday nights, late nights. But throughout the week, I'm going to be dropping clips from that particular show as well. So, yeah. So salute to you, Fatima. You know what I'm saying? Shots to you. All the Geminis. Miss Pretty Eyes, it was her birthday yesterday. Miss Pretty Eyes, my cousin Draco, was his birthday. Shout out to Miss Pretty Eyes, though, you know what I'm saying? My sister, man, you know, queen of the Duval rap scene, you dig. Yeah, man. But yeah, I love Geminis, man. Also, happy birthday to my mama. My mama's birthday was last week. Mama, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Miss Linda. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say happy birthday to my mama. You know what I'm saying? You know, she kind of crazy, but, you know, you got to love her. You know what I'm saying? Them Geminis be a little throwed, but not too throwed for a Libra, because, you know, I know how to balance out them personalities. I was born to balance out the personalities of a Libra. I mean, of a Gemini. Shit, I'm talking about the personalities of a Gemini. What about the personalities of a Libra? We're a lot to deal with, too. So yeah, we gonna come back and talk about the politics and allegations. Before we do, we gonna talk about congratulations to It's Kamillion. It's Kamillion. She's nominated or considered for nomination for her role in the show Rap Shit. If you haven't seen Rap Shit, it's on HBO Max. And yeah, great show, great artist. Y'all know how I feel about my sister Kamillion. Yeah, go watch Rap Shit by Issa Rae on HBO Max, but she's considered for an Emmy, and she deserved it too, because she deserved a nomination. She showed her ass on that show. So salute to you, Kamillion. Go stream her song. I don't know if the song out yet, but the video is out. It's called Florida Shit. Y'all go check that out. But yeah, congratulations to her. So let's give her a round of applause for excellence that she has displayed in the acting Hollywood world. Also, rest in peace to Donald Sutherland. We'll talk about it a little more on part 2. But Donald Sutherland, you might know him as President Snow on The Hunger Games, amongst other movies. Great actor. He passed away, I think, damn near today. So rest in peace to Donald Sutherland. There's a couple of other people that I might be forgetting, but I'm gonna check my notes and make sure that I check in with the folks that I might be forgetting. And congratulations somewhat is in order for Swiss Beats and Timbaland. Of course, we miss, we've been talking about rap battles and we miss verses. Although we may not get the biggest verses of all time with Jermaine Dupri versus Diddy, and I'm kind of bummed out about that, to be honest. I'm still bummed out about not being able to see that versus ever, because y'all just ain't gonna let Diddy live. No Diddy, big Diddy. But congratulations to Swiss Beats and Timbaland for striking a deal with Verzuz distribution deal with Elon Musk on X. There's a lot of people that feel slighted about the way that they struck this deal, because Elon Musk is not necessarily an ally to the culture. But anyway, it's black owned. It's a great platform. I would like to see more verses. Who would y'all like to see in a versus battle? Who would y'all like to see in a versus? There's still plenty of people that we could see in the versus. So I'm glad that they're going to be bringing that platform back. I like Twitter. I like being on X. It's called X now, not Twitter, but whatever Elon want to call it. Elon is not a friend of the culture, though. He's not a friend of the culture. A lot of people was kind of mad at the fact that they went to Elon for the money, but he got plenty of it. Elon got plenty of it. So they seem to be happy with the terms of the deal. So whatever, For those of you that are mad about the signing of Elon Musk and the Verzuz collaboration partnership, let's let Roland Martin speak on it, how he feels about it, and then we may take another take on this subject before we take a break. So y'all see what Roland Martin got to say about this real quick. Hold on. I still got Kendrick Lamar going. I'm saying on one of my tabs. Hold on. Again, I'm gonna watch the whole show back. I'm gonna watch the whole show again. So, and I'm down there. I wish they had it on DVD. If they got the Kendrick Lamar and Friends, I'm gonna have to check with the bootleg man, because I might need that collection. You know what I'm saying? I might have to download it and put it on my I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna download it and put it on my hard drive, because I want to show my kids the death of the artist that we know of as Drake. But anyway, let's let Roland Martin tell us how he feel about Swiss Beats and Timbaland striking a deal with Elon Musk and the Verzuz.
Saying, let's bring black eyeballs to something that we own, that we control. Why make Elon Musk Twitter/X bigger and make him richer? See, at some point, consciousness, to me, has to enter into this conversation. To me, at some point, I would think and I would hope that you would have entertainers today who would be along the lines of Paul Robeson, Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, Diane Carroll, When I think about Melvin Van Peebles, I can go on and on and on. Dick Gregory and others. It's called not just having a conscience, but being conscientious. How often are we actually saying, let's bring black eyeballs to something that we own?
Not too often. But I can't say that I wouldn't do a deal with Elon Musk. I can't say that. And making Elon Musk richer is is he rich as hell. He rich as hell. He got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I don't know, whether I should be glad or mad about them striking a deal and taking Verzuz to another better platform, but I'm kind of happy for him. You know what I'm saying, to tell you the truth. There are a few people that have shown disappointment with the fact that they've signed this deal, but I don't know how mad I am. Excuse me, I don't know how mad I am about it. Amanda Seales.
On Juneteenth?
Amanda Seales wasn't too happy about it. She wasn't too happy about it, to say the least. But it is what it is, man. On Juneteenth, them boys struck a deal with Elon Musk. And I mean, hey, we gonna get Verzuz back. So a round of applause for Verzuz. And we're gonna take a quick break. And we're gonna play some R&B music during our break. Again, if you miss any part of the show, you can always log on to the Mixlr app, download it, or log on to MIXLR /DozhaToldya Radio. Listen to the full show. There's all the music, all the information. The full show is usually about a 4-hour thing. So, it'll last about a week. You know what I'm saying? You could take 30-minute breaks and, during your lunch break or whatever and rock with us all week long. Catch the highlight clips on the YouTube channel, DozhaToldya on YouTube. Follow us on DozhaToldya on Instagram and Facebook. Shout out to everybody that watches us live. My sister Black and Wild say that the young t-shirts and the jersey type wear is popping because they like the feeling of their belly button, of the air hitting their belly button. I don't know what she meant by that. She said they like the way the air hit their belly button. Know what I'm saying? That's what she said. I don't know what she meant by that, but we ain't shaming nobody during Pride Month. Everybody is, all inclusive. All love to everyone. But again, pray for black men, support black men, get therapy for black men. Do black men need therapy? You absolutely damn right they do. Shout out to Cy the Kid. Go check out his record. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a DozhaToldya podcast, man. We about to get into some Don Toliver, some K Camp, some Normani, Pharrell, Kehlani. I love the Kehlani Next to You song. Absolutely R&B finest excellence. And Fatima Rose, man. Happy birthday to Fatima Rose, man. We're going to be playing that before we start the next segment. But we'll be right back, man. Do black men need therapy, though? You damn right they do. And I'm a black man, and I support other black men. I know this has kind of been a long, heavy episode, but this is DozhaToldya 118. Thank you for your time, your support. You know how to reach us. You know how to find us. Every Thursday, we live. You dig. We'll be right back, man. Shout out to Sarah the Kid. Give us about 20, 30 minutes, at the most. And again, it's going to be pretty late. So if you got to catch us, you can catch us on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Catch us on the Patreon. It's $5 a month. Hey, if you want to watch us, it's $5 a month. If not, stay up or listen to us on the Mixlr app. I'm Dame Dozha. This is the DozhaToldya Podcast 118. You dig.
men need therapy. Yeah. I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me? It's crazy. So do black men need therapy? Yeah. They say black men need therapy. I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me? Yeah. We'd rather keep it inside as a secret. Y'all wouldn't peep it half the time. We be hiding our demons. See, when you young, the streets say if you cry, it's a weakness. Now, if you see it long enough, then you liable to teach it. That trauma design is a puzzle to find all.
Oh, we gonna wild out on part 2.
Through a lot. You ever told someone you good, even when you not? Father was vacant, mama was raping.
Congratulations to the Celtics.
Wild situations, child.
We gonna talk about politics, allegations,
judge you, they undermine you,
and sports.
Love you, that girl you crushing on won't wanna fuck you.
I got a special part 2 ahead.
Instead of seeking real help, you play it solo. See, if I try to hug my mans, they gon' say no homo.
I skipped part 2 for a couple of weeks, so we got a special part 2, by the way.
We went through slavery, poverty, great depressions. They freed us, but they suppressed us. Say the question now, do black men need therapy? Yeah. Do black men need therapy? Yeah. I'm really asking if you care for me. We say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me?
You can check us out on the Patreon, by the way.
Black men need therapy.
$5 for the whole month.
Black men need therapy.
I promise I'm gonna give you your money's worth.
For me, we say we don't need help, but would you actually be there for me?
But if you want to listen to us live, it's free.
And through my children, I get to see something that God told me years ago.
Sorry, the kid, man. Black man need therapy. Don't be ashamed.
When you all get married.
Tell a friend to listen in, man. This is the DozhaToldya Podcast.
Children.
I'm Dame Dozha.
So it's rang true. It's still true.
I love y'all, man. I appreciate the love and support. If I don't fuck with you, you gonna know. We'll be right back.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.